Joel Embiid seems like he might not be 100% healthy to start the season. Joel Embiid also gave comments on who the best player in camp has been so far. Nick Nurse was mic'd up, and we're going to listen to that with his interaction with the players, and a couple of Sixers role players give their first impressions of practicing with Paul George. All that and more coming up on Run It Back Philly, a Sixers training camp edition. I think that's what we call this. Run It Back Nation, what is good? One day closer to Sixers season starting. Thank you for being here. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video. We got 1,000 likes on the last one. Be one of the people that gets us to 1,000 likes. And we're approaching 25,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, help us get to 25,000. Now listen, I was going to go on here and I was going to try to find if BetUS had a prop bet for how many games Joel Embiid will play this season. BetUS, I'm talking to you. I think that's a good idea. You should probably put that in the NBA specials. How many games will Joel Embiid play this season? You guys let me know in the comments. Let's do over under 50 games. All right, put in the comments right now, over or under 50 games for Joel Embiid, because the information that we just got is interesting. And right now over on BetUS, you can bet on all the NBA specials and everything else. You can get 150% deposit bonus on your first deposit and 125% deposit bonus on your next two deposits up to $2,000 using promo code YouTube150. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring the channel. Let's get down to business, okay? Somebody sent this to me yesterday. I should have shouted out who it was, but thank you guys for always DMing me news and things, you know, while I'm away or whatever it is. And my first reaction was not good. Here's the quote, and let's just talk about it. Joel Embiid, you know, he didn't play. He hasn't scrimmaged in training camp yet. And we thought day one it was just, rest, he'll scrimmage. He hasn't scrimmaged yet still. They're in day 4 of training camp right now. We'll find out later today if Joel Embiid scrimmaged. But anyway, Joel Embiid says, I haven't played. I've just been doing a lot of drills, but I haven't actually played. I think I'm slowly building my knee back up. I think that's the main thing, slowly building back up and go from there. That's the line that shocked me when I read this when it was sent to me. I think I'm slowly building my knee back up. What? What are we talking about? Bro, you had knee surgery last season. You played in the playoffs directly off of knee surgery. You played in the Olympics. And now we get all the way to training camp and you're not scrimmaging because you're building your knee back up? When's it going to be here? When's it going to be up? I don't even know what to say anymore. Okay. I was like, I'm going to come up here. I'm not going to scream about this, man. The guy is never, ever, ever going to be 100%. I just need to accept it. It's if we're all the way at the start of training camp and he's still rehabbing his knee from knee surgery last year, oh my God, bro. That brings up another interesting topic because Joel Embiid said he made a comment on how the Sixers are approaching his load management this season. And here's what he said.
How tough is that going to be for you?
It'll be tough. They know that if they have to punch me and slap me, take my stuff away from me not to get on that court, they're going to have to do it.
If they have to punch me and slap me for me to not be on that court, they're going to have to do it. I made this comment the other day, and I just find it so fascinating that Nick Nurse came in season 1 and was like, no, Joel's going to play every game. I'm going to play Joel more games. And now they're like, oh, well, that didn't work. Now, in year 9 of Joel Embiid's career, we have to take a much more cautious approach. Last year, they were just like, if you're healthy, you're playing. Now they're going to take extreme caution. I mean, it's from what everyone's saying, it sounds like we might be back in the damn minutes restriction era of Joel Embiid basketball. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think, I mean, holy hell, from an entertainment standpoint, I have a fear that we're going to see basically, and it's probably a good thing because I've said that it's a good thing. It's just not going to make for a very entertaining season. I think we're going to see a Kawhi Leonard level of load management from Joel Embiid this season. There's going to be a lot of Joel Embiid sit-outs this season. And again, it makes for not so great of a product over the course of a season. But the goal is to get Joel Embiid to the playoffs healthy. So as frustrated as I am right now with the knee thing, if he gets to the playoffs and he's 100% healthy, it will all have been worth it. But it's going to make for a little bit brutal of an NBA season from an entertainment standpoint. And then you got Paul George, who's 34 years old. And, there's going to be a lot of games where Joel is sitting or Joel is playing and Paul George is sitting. We're going to do that whole thing the whole season. One good thing is that Tyrese Maxey is a budding superstar, is 23 years old, and plays every game he's available. So at least we'll get to see 100% of Tyrese Maxey the entire season. So it's not quite a Kawhi Leonard, Paul George thing where your best players aren't on the floor. Just thank the Lord, the basketball gods, whoever, that we have Tyrese Maxey. But there's that. I could rant about that all day. Joel Embiid also commented on who he thinks the best player in camp has been. And it is, lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, Jared McCain.
I mean, he competes. He's tough, competes. Great shot. Shot maker. He's been shooting the ball extremely well. Great energy. I think he has a pretty good chance. I don't want to put the expectations out there, but I gotta see more. But so far, he's been good. Just great personality.
Yeah.
So just based on, Tyrese Maxey said something great about Jared McCain yesterday or 2 days ago. And then yesterday, Joel Embiid says something great about Jared McCain. So it's sounding like, because Nick Nurse said Jared McCain's going to spend some time in the G League. A lot of people are saying Jared McCain's not even going to get playing time this year. But hearing the way that players are talking about his training camp performance, I feel like Jared McCain is getting closer to the possibility of being a rookie who gets regular rotational minutes. And again, it's whether or not he can consistently knock down three-pointers in the NBA. If he's out there knocking them down at 40+% on a consistent basis, the dude's going to get NBA minutes straight up. You know what I mean? So give me all your thoughts on the Jared McCain thing as that develops through training camp, all right? We got Nick Nurse mic'd up here at training camp. Let's listen to it.
I gotta get loose.
Let's listen to one of the best coaches in the NBA.
I gotta get loose, man.
Mic'd up. Here's Nick Nurse at training camp.
I gotta get loose, man. How you feeling today? Good D. Check it. Ah! Jump ball right here. Go get it, Caleb. Yes, Caleb. Yes. Go, KJ. Yes, KJ. Go, Eric. Yes, 4. Back, Ricky. As soon as you reverse it, you can go down there. Yep, you can just cut off a drum this side. Hit him, Caleb. Hit him, PG. There he is. Good switch by Bona. Hit him. Finish him off.
Alt.
Yes. Good.
Bro! I'll always go back to previous coaches the 76ers had who seemed like there was no real intensity, and it felt like I said for years, does this team practice? Now you finally have a coach who's has the accolades that he has, and it's because of work like this. It's because he takes a team and practices like this, Repetition is everything. In every phase of life, you're just not going to be good at performing if you're not doing the repetitions. Nick Nurse has it down. We no longer have to talk about the coach being a problem for the Philadelphia 76ers. We can move forward knowing that we have one of the best coaches in the NBA. We know they're going to practice hard. We know they're going to go through the reps. We know they're going to be prepared to play and prepared to play at a high level. It's no longer going to come down to the coach. The Brett Brown era, the Doc Rivers era, it's going to come down to, is the team good enough? Flat out, you know what I mean? And is Joel Embiid healthy? There's that. And before we get out of here, we just have a couple of clips of we got Kelly Oubre talking about Paul George, and then we got Caleb Martin talking about Paul George. Let's listen to it.
You have a years-long competitor relationship with Paul George. We're also friends. What should people know about Paul George?
Beautiful human being. Professional. Like, the reason that he's so good at his craft is because he works on it. And, throughout the summer, like, we were in the gym a lot at the same time. And, I got to actually, like, kind of glance at, his work ethic. And I was very impressed, man, because, like, he is motivated and he takes his job really seriously. And over the years, man, it's just been fun to just go back and forth with him. But now that we're on the same team, I feel bad for the other opponents.
Kelly Oubre seems like such a nice guy. But, him and Paul George have been in the gym. Paul George has been in the gym all summer. He's taking his job seriously. And Patrick Beverley actually just listed his top 5 shooting guards in the NBA, and he put Paul George in there. So, again, Paul George, yes, he's 34, but Paul George we're talking about is the Philadelphia 76ers' third option. It's really damn good. That's really damn good. And here's Caleb Martin on Paul George before we get out of here.
Much experience he has, playing to the caliber he is and who he is, and him knowing who he is. He's so willing to learn, you know what I mean, and fit in and not want to step on toes as well. So, just how laid back he's came in and still just want to learn and gel with the guys and learn how everybody likes to do things. So, he's still trying to learn just as much as the next guy, which is pretty impressive.
So Caleb Martin says he's still trying to learn just as much as the next guy, which is pretty impressive. And I like that a lot. And that takes me back to players like 2-5, who ever since college, it was typed out about him that he's not willing to learn. But even players like James Harden, who have an established career, have an established reputation, and James Harden was great, as a team guy, and I think that he was great for Tyrese Maxey. I love a lot of things that James Harden did for this team in the locker room and in the practice facility. But he was still another one of those players that wanted to play the game his way, and he made those comments about Doc Rivers. Not, the system wasn't about me, and I'm not a system player. I am the system, that type of shit. You're learning now that Paul George is not just a fit on this team skill-wise. He's a fit on any team mentality-wise. He just wants to show up, play his role to the best of his ability, and be a part of the whole thing. He doesn't want it to revolve around him. He just wants to be a part of the whole thing. He wants to get his $200 million, but he wants to win too. And so that open-minded approach is great. And it really, like Joel Embiid, same way, Tyrese Maxey, same way. There's no ego on this team. And that's fantastic, because when there's no ego as far as the players go, they all buy in much more to what the coach is telling them. You're going to see some damn good Philadelphia 76ers basketball this season. And I couldn't be more excited. Give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Thank you for hanging out with me once again. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It helps me greatly. We're approaching 25,000 subscribers. Hit the like button. Get the merch on runitbackphillyshop.com. I'm out. Peace.